Outrage. F.E.A.R. Fear, envy, avarice, rage. Hello everybody, Mike from Southern California again. Today we're going to talk a little bit about outrage culture. Of course, we'll start off with the poll results from yesterday in regards to Vic's Funimation roles. Then we'll get into the meat of the matter, and then I'll do the poll announcement for today's poll. Also, just the typical links and YouTube stuff at the end there. And I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. So first off, what the weekend's poll was: which of these Funimation roles that Vic did was your favorite? And the four that I picked, of course, were Broly from the DBZ movies, Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist, F.E.A.R from Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles, and Tamaki Suo from Ouran High School Host Club. I'd like to thank the 7 people who voted in the poll, and I appreciate your votes, and hope that you guys will continue to participate in the polls. With 4 votes, taking 57% of the vote with 4 votes, Edward Elric is winning thus far. There's 36 minutes left, so you guys can still vote in the poll for at least the next 36 minutes or so, if you wish to. If there is an update, I will give that on tomorrow's poll, but right now, with 57% of the vote, 4 votes, Edward Elric, followed by with 43% of the vote with 3 votes, Broly from the DBZ movies, and with 0 votes, F.E.A.R and Tamaki Suo. I was kind of hoping that they would have at least got 1 vote each. I know they were pretty popular characters as well, but guess I just couldn't get the poll out enough. So anyways, I will be right back. I'm back. Outrage. F.E.A.R. Fear, envy, avarice, rage. So what is outrage? Well, it's obviously a compound word made up of the words out and rage. So in essence, it means to rage out, or to show great anger or indignation in a vehement manner. We've seen plenty of this the last few months, as a group of people have tried to burn a man's career down. The thing that you have to understand, though, is you have to be very careful in engaging these people. There's a reason why Nick and Ty and everybody advises us not to engage them. It is very easy to get lost in the anger and the rage, and your points get lost in it. You know, as we're getting closer to this, as we're getting today being June 10th, 2019, this is the deadline for discovery in Vic's case. This means that everything will be put on the table on both sides. Every piece of evidence that has been discovered up to this point by each side will be exchanged. Casey will get Ty's all the information that all the evidence that Ty has gathered. Ty will get all the information and evidence that Casey has gathered. And for those who have been trying to burn Vic Mignogna's career down, it's time to basically put up or shut up. You know, they were hoping to. They did not expect people to rally to Vic's side. They were just hoping that they could browbeat him into submission. And that just didn't happen. So what they do, there's a typical Saul Alinsky tactic in which they basically sit there and they just browbeat you until you submit. That's what outrage culture is. They figure if they yell loud enough, they scream loud enough, they will browbeat you into submission. But what we can find strength and solace in, is the truth. They're going on the premise that if they say it enough times, they keep saying that, oh, Vic's a sexual predator, Vic's a sexual predator, Vic's a sexual predator, then, oh, it eventually is going to be true. For those of us who have met Vic and have interacted with him, have had a chance to observe his behavior, including myself, we know this is false. So no matter what they throw out, that's why you need to stop and think. When they're screaming in your face, just stop and think. Is what they are saying, does what they say make sense? And if not, don't fall for their trap. That's what it is. That's what outrage culture is. It's a trap. If you allow yourself to get angry and lower yourself to their level, then we've lost. You know, we need to thank people like Jordan and Galen Hull and Ghost Shell Zen for all the work they've done to help debunk a lot of this stuff. Debunk a lot of the allegations. The thing is that as chaos is going on around you, you need to just remember to just slow down, stop, and think for a moment. Listen to what they... Yes, we should listen to them at least, and listen to what they say. But if there's no corroborating evidence, and two, if it doesn't make sense, then you should deal with it accordingly. You should listen, but you should not listen and believe. The fact is, in a court of law, witness testimony is considered the least reliable form of evidence. Yes, there have been some cases over the years that have been convictions based on evidence alone, but many of those cases have also been overturned later when actual physical evidence or forensic evidence has shown up to show that it's just not true. There have been studies done on memory on how malleable it's been and how it can be affected over time. That's why the whole notion of them coming back 10 years later and all of a sudden remembering all of them is sketchy. Also, here's another logical point to think about too. If all this was a major problem, if this was some open secret, then why, if this was a problem, then why weren't there any police reports filed back then? Many of these stories that people keep saying are second and third hand accounts. Many of them are either unable to be corroborated or just simply illogical. They cannot be corroborated logically. Okay? One of the stories I remember is when Jamie talked about having her hair pulled in the Funimation lobby. At a time when very likely there would have at least been a security guard there. There definitely would have been video footage of that happening. Okay? So, we've seen over the weekend here how a lot, how it's kind of funny because even I got into it with Jamie McGonigal, right? He came out and then he kind of blasted our friend Pixlexia for and then she was schooling him on the facts, and he eventually blocked her. And then I replied, and he blocked me. After he initially made some comments back when all this began, he blocked everybody because he didn't want to hear it. And then he tried again here, and then he starts blocking the people that are basically beating him on the facts. As Jordan has, and as Jordan reminds us in his Twitter handle, one truth prevails. The one truth is that there is no evidence to this point that proves that Vic is a sexual predator. Chances are none of the evidence will prove that he's a sexual predator. So this constant defamation is going to happen. For us, what we need to do is we need to keep standing on the truth, standing with the truth, and not lower ourselves to this. This is why Nick and Ty and Hero and Yellow Flash and everybody says don't engage with these people. Don't sink into the muck with these people. Because that's exactly what they want you to do. They want to drag us down by making us angry and feeding into the outrage. We can and must be better than that. We must stand with and on the truth and on evidence, because that's what our legal system is based on. We must not give in to our anger. We must not. Yes, what they're doing to Vic is wrong. But as long as we stand on the truth and stand on our convictions, we know we are right, and Vic will win in the end. He may have some struggles now. Maybe he's not picking up as many jobs, but Funimation, Rooster Teeth are the only studios that have fired him. We know he's still doing work for Viz and Bang Zoom. We know he's still getting invited to cons. And we know that he is still maintaining his popularity. We have a lot to be proud of in this, people. So let's not fall into the trap of falling prey to the outrage of the other side. Just because they scream it hundreds, thousands, millions of times, it does us and them and everybody no good to give in to outrage. Because all you got is a bunch of angry people ready for a fight, ready to hurt each other, and it does nobody any good. As long as you stand fast to the truth and to the evidence, you'll win out in the end. Let's all be a bit wiser and smarter than that. Let's be wiser, smarter, and better than the other side. Let's stand on the truth, on evidence, on the rule of law, and not give in to the outrage, not give in to the mob. And I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, everybody. Okay, so now with all that said, let's get on to today's poll. So towards the end of last week, we had a couple of lawyers by the name of Avika Cohen and T. Greg Dorsett sit there and try to debate Nick and Ty on the facts of the case. These two drive-by lawyers, as Nick likes to call them, they were shown one of the statements and then felt that they knew everything about the case. Dorsett or Dorsett, whatever his name is, even said he didn't even bother to read the whole filing. He just based all of his opinion off of one statement that was sent to him by, the Kick Vickers, who were like they tagged these other lawyers in to try to refute what Ty and Nick were saying. Okay, this is happening in Texas, so obviously Ty, being an attorney in Texas, knows Texas law. Now Nick, even though he's another lawyer from out of state, he's at least followed the facts of the case and has also studied up on Texas law. He's obviously not a Texas attorney, but he at least knows more what he's talking about than these people. Now, even though I talked a lot about Outrage today, I know sometimes we can make fun of Outrage too, and that's what I plan to do here. Just something a little bit funner to look at here in terms of maybe a more of a thoughtful and constructive way of working through some of the angst caused by some of the garbage that's come out over the weekend here. So this is what today's poll question is going to be. In your opinion, who would win in a tag team match? A tag team wrestling match. The choices are the Beard Rekieta Bomb, aka Ty Beard and Nick Rekieta, or the Cock and Douche Circle Jerk, aka Vika Cohen and T. Greg Dorset. So again, who would win in a tag team match? The Beard Rekieta Bomb, Ty Beard and Nick Rekieta, or the Cock and Douche Circle Jerk, Vika Cohen and T. Greg Dorset, or whatever his name is. So I hope you guys will participate in the poll and will vote on it. I have a feeling I know which way it's going to probably go. So anyways, I hope you guys have fun with that poll, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back now, folks. Okay, so to close things out here, first off, check the links below. My Twitter handle will be there, in case you guys want to contact me directly or post on some of my posts. Also, I am, shilling, of course, Vic's GoFundMe, because he needs the money to go after these people. Tug's Indiegogo, and then Robert Urzel's and Core Crimson's, GoFundMes as well. Look into those, and if you can donate, please do. If you've already donated, please consider donating again. If you cannot donate, we understand. If you can help promote the link and share it, that'd be appreciated as well. Also, if you like this content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Really like to have these conversations with you guys, and as I said earlier in the main meetup, don't let anger take control of your lives. Be smarter and better than that. Don't fall into the trap of outrage culture. And as I'll repeat one last time, if you like this content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button as well, to where you can get notifications when I get the videos up. Get them right away. Anyways, I hope you guys have been having fun, and I look forward to your participation. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.